One, two, one, two, one, two, three, four. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Good afternoon. Welcome. It is Saturday, and this is Leonard Leans Left while it's still legal. Still legal today, but Stephen Miller's really trying to work on making it not. we'll uh, we'll talk about that. As usual, a lot has happened, so we have a lot to talk about, and we will be doing that right after our usual on Saturday. Our friend, host of History on Fire podcast and history professor, and my good friend Daniele Bolelli is with us. How are you, my friend?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for joining us. How have you been? You been well?
Not bad at all. I'm here sitting with my tiny dog in my lap. So things are okay.
Yes, big philosopher, martial artist, got like a purse dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I never liked little dogs. And then after we got him, I was like, no, they're awesome. That's totally cool. I
How
like
did
them.
you? If you didn't like little dogs, how'd you end up with a little dog?
I was like, I mean, of course, big dogs are a lot more work to take care of. And, it's a commitment and you need to make it because then you need to walk them a lot and do a bunch of stuff, which is, fair, but that's what you're into. And, my lady and my daughter were thinking they wanted a dog. And I was like, man, I'm cool with it, but it's a lot of work if you want to be good to the dog. So you need to be sure that you want it. And then, like, as we're having those discussions, a friend of ours showed up and was like, hey, my friend so and so found this little dog in a parking lot and trying to trying to find somebody who wants it. And so my lady and my daughter are like, he's cool, let's get him. And I was like, looks like a rat to me, but sure, fine, whatever, as long as you guys are happy. And then, they brought him back and he's adorable. He's sweet, he's everything. So it's like, I found out that, yeah, the tiny rats can still be absolutely fantastic.
Sure, sure. Little dogs are cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
never, I never had one, but that's the best kind, man. You found him. He needed a home. You
yeah,
needed a
exactly.
dog. And it works out
Yeah,
perfect for everybody.
works out for everybody. And he's so little that I can actually take him on a plane in the cabin because I think there's a pretty small weight limit, but I think it's like 16 pounds, including the carriage. So they really have to be no more than 12, 13 pounds at most. And he's like 9 pounds. So I was like, yeah, cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I brought a puppy back from from here to Vegas on
Did you fly or did you drive?
I fly. They let
Fly,
they
fly.
let
Yeah.
you take it in a little carrier,
That's awesome.
and
Yeah, as
you
long as
just
they are little. Yeah.
set it in the seat, like in between your feet on the
Perfect.
floor,
Perfect. Yep.
and yeah, it just sat there the whole time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can take a little dog on a plane.
Yeah.
I
He
remember
can
people
do a
take
lot.
their bigger dogs and they put them in the fucking luggage compartment. Sometimes they fucking die.
Yeah, and I mean it looks stressful as hell for the dog. It's like, I mean, I get it. If you're moving across the world and you're gonna go live there, sure, I get it. Or you go there for 2 years, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It's stressful, but this dog would be more stressed not to have you in their life anymore. But but if it's for vacation, nah, not worth it. It's too stressful to put the dog through it for just a vacation.
Yeah, no doubt. So what's going on, man? Have you been watching what's happening? did you see? Did you?
I try not to as much as humanly possible, but of course it's impossible because it still shows up no matter what. And it's progressively more tragicomic. It's one of those scenes that you're like, I mean, forget the politics, forget even the policies of what is actually said. Like the level of, like, if you look at like Trump's, they are not even tweets because he does them on his stupid things through social or whatever it is. But like, if you look at the stuff he says, it's like 8-year-old with serious mental issues, you know, and you're like, the idea that anyone could take the guy seriously, regardless of what he's saying, you know, he could even make it an argument for policies I like. Of course he doesn't, because he makes shit policies. But even if he did, you would objectively have to look at him and go like, whoa, there are real problems here, you know, because there's a level of, I mean, it's almost too obvious to call stupidity for what it is, but there's a level there of stupidity that's just like, no, come on, no, that's not real. That's a joke. Somebody's fucking with us, you know. It's
I'm always like, this is like the death of Stalin. like levels of like, this can't be real. Like,
no, exactly. I mean, he's making whereas in the first Trump administration, I still rated Bush Jr. as considerably worse. Now he's making Bush Jr. look like a genius by comparison, which is pretty much impossible. You know, it's like it takes some serious effort to do that. But no, it's unreal. It's really, and the part that scares me is like not somebody's mental illness, which, you know, people suffer from all sort of stuff. I get it. Is the idea that there's 30% of Americans, whatever that many people still are, who are fully behind it, and it's just like, ow, like really, ow, you know, it's just one dumb policy after another, flat out evil ideas, and expressed by an 8-year-old with mental. It just doesn't add up, you know. It's just like, what are we? No, come on. Tell me that you're super conservative. Tell me that we disagree about issues. Tell me whatever the fuck. That's fine. But not these. These is really to another level, you know?
I've never seen anything like it, like with this tariff thing, where he's like 75%, and then like the next day he's like 150, and then he's like, and now yesterday he was like, all right, back to 80, and you're like,
no,
what
I
the
mean,
fuck is this guy doing? I've never seen
insane.
anything like
Or when they ask him, you know, if is it your duty to uphold the constitutional thing, and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I don't know. You only took
you
the
probably
oath
should
twice.
know, you know.
Twice now.
Yeah. Yeah, let's suspend habeas corpus.
No, that's what I was going to
why
say.
not?
Did you see that?
Yeah,
the fucker
I saw
standing
that.
on the White House lawn talking about suspending habeas corpus like it's nothing.
No,
oh,
I mean,
we can just do that. And it's like, no, you can't really just do that.
Yeah, it's really on a whole other level that, like, I mean, it started making you question your reality, because if not every single person on earth look at this and go like, whoa, this guy has real issues, poor guy. If people are actually behind it, that makes you wonder, okay, what am I missing here? You know, seriously, what am I missing?
I've been thinking the same. That's what I was getting ready to say. Is like, that's the part of it that I, you know, you or me watch it and we go, man, I can't believe that. And then like somebody who seems relatively, like we've had discussion before, like Joe Rogan, let's say, somebody like that, he can sit there and like take this. He can't be like, oh my God, this is fucking.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
He's like, well, I'm kind of behind it, you know, like what? Kind of? Like, this guy is driving the car right into a cliff.
No, it's completely insane. It's really insane.
Did you see what happened today? He comes out on the truth and he says, "Oh, I just basically took credit for. I just negotiated a peace agreement with a ceasefire with Pakistan and India. They have agreed to ceasefire, and then like 4 hours later, by his fucking missiles flying."
I know. No, that's impressive. That's seriously.
My question is he just lying about this stuff too? I mean, and if he is,
probably.
And if he is, now you're talking about people's lives. Like if you're sitting in some country, right, who's at war, And then
Yeah.
he says, "Oh, I just made a ceasefire," and all these fucking media outlets run and go, "Hey, ceasefire was agreed to," and everybody goes, "All right, it's cool to go outside again." And you go outside, and all of a sudden, and you're like,
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just bizarre. Let me find you, because this is the kind of shit that, like, somebody who's like really lost into the whole QAnon or whatever the fuck all that stuff is. Let me tell you what they sent me today, because these are the things that I see, and I'm just like, okay, I don't even know what to say here. But like
"What?
yeah,
You
the
mean
message of,
wait?
like,
You mean people that follow you?"
yeah, which again, sometime I wonder. Like today, I saw somebody else who follow me on Substack, and
Right.
their thing pops up on my feed, and it was like every single post they make is like, imagine the most hardcore white supremacist thing you've ever imagined, multiplied by 10, and that's what this lady posts all day. And I'm like, have you ever listened to anything I ever said? Have you
Right.
ever? You don't even, like, have to go that far. You can just look at my profile picture on Substack, and there's me. That's with my lady, who's as dark as she gets. It's like, what universe do you think following me is a good idea? But yeah,
The Italian guy with the Asian wife.
somebody sent me this thing where there's like Democrat platform hate Trump. And okay, that far I can see that. Yeah, when you look for great ideas in the Democratic Party, you look for a while. So I get that. But the part that trips me out is a Republican platform. So, under the file, we don't live in the same reality. This is what these people write: free enterprise, secure borders, honest elections, real journalism, ethical judiciary, civil rights, moral standards, personal liberty. Are we just throwing words out there with no meaning attached to them? It's like, what in the universe? Like,
No, it's just like Miller yesterday. He says, "Well, we're looking into suspending habeas corpus." And he's like, "That's if the courts do the right thing," which
yeah,
basically means you fucking rule in our favor, or it's not the right thing.
yeah, of course,
Like, why
of
don't you
course,
just say what you fucking mean, which is, you
yeah,
want them
yeah,
to do what you want them to do, and if they don't, then that's not
yeah.
acceptable to you, even though that's our
Yeah.
system and how it works.
No, I mean, it's one of those that I don't even know, really, truly. I just don't know what to make. Because really, like, you start thinking, okay, we don't have a shared reality. Everybody's living in their own movie, and somehow we intersect, but we're running with completely different scripts. Because it's like, it's one thing to have disagreements. That's fine, normal life. It's one thing to see two and two and scream seven. And it's like, no, no, no. I'm sorry. No, this is not a disagreement. This is
No,
not an
that's
opinion.
yes.
This
But
is
see, that's
just,
the problem with modern conservatism, is they're so far off the rails that I don't. That's why I've been saying is I don't see any way back for them, because they have to. Fox News and all these people, if they really were honest, would have to
yeah,
one day just go on the air and go, "You know what? We've been wrong about a lot of shit."
of course, of course.
And we
No, but
supported a lot of things that aren't cool. Like, they're dug in.
the
It's
only thing that they are gonna do, that's gonna work for them, is when there's finally they are gonna kick these assholes out. There's gonna be a Democrat in the White House, and these guys are gonna have a field day going about how much they suck, and they are gonna be correct about 65% of that. Where it's like, there's gonna be like, yeah, that sucked. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah,
yes.
that was. But of course, when it comes to when it's their show on, it's like the worst thing imaginable.
No, but that's what I mean. Is like,
Yeah,
well, it's past that too, where it's to the point where they can't criticize themselves at all. Like,
yeah.
you
No,
hardly
it's
ever hear a right wing person nowadays go,
yeah,
let's take I don't know how much news you watch, but there's a guy on CNN all the time named Scott Jennings.
uh-huh,
He's a
yeah,
political right wing commentator, right?
yeah,
Um, and I just noticed that over these past years, they no longer say like, "Oh, I don't agree with this." Whatever they do,
Right.
no matter how crazy it is or stupid, Scott Jennings will try to make up some excuse as to why it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's when you know you're off the rails. When
Yeah.
when you can't even criticize at all. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like anything that the guy does or says. You know.
Right.
That,
Yeah. 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 No, it's embarrassing. It's seriously embarrassing. It's one of those. I don't even know. Like, I really don't know where we go from here. I'm just kind of like, yeah. Now what?
man,
What's
you
the
fucking
next?
what? You got the card. You can be like, I ain't even an American.
Yeah. 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 Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you are, but I'm saying you can always be like, I'm Italian. I don't know what the fuck these people are doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, I'm definitely
Wow.
not down with it. You know what I mean? It's like,
No. 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 It's one of those. But yeah, man. I don't know. I honestly don't know where we go from there. It's I really, yeah, yeah. As you said, I don't really see a way back for these guys. I don't know where we start having a conversation on these. It's just like we're in a whole other universe here.
yes, it's. I mean, yeah, but you think that, right? But then you go look at Germany today,
Yeah,
and look at, you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
But
Like, look what happened, and then look at. I mean, they still have Nazis, but I'm saying as far as
yeah,
they were able to turn around and come back from it. You know, now I
totally,
don't know all
totally.
the
No, it's
particulars
true.
about how they did it. Um,
Well, World War, killing a ton of the Nazis, putting a bunch more on trial and hanging them. Yeah, that's probably not the thing that we wish that we want to see happening, but it definitely shifted things around. So it's one of those that is like, yeah, I don't know that that's the scenario that I
well,
want
that's
to
the problem
envision,
is
you know?
some of these
Yeah,
people, like to me, Stephen Miller should
yeah,
go to prison. He's
yeah,
a
yeah.
traitor.
No, I mean,
Somebody who legitimately proposes like just breaking the law and fucking shitting all over the Constitution. Like, dude, you're not just because you're a presidential advisor or some shit doesn't
yeah.
give you any right to do any of these things.
I mean, the one that was my all time, like I still scratching my head about that, as far as how did he not get sentenced for treason, was Oliver North. That,
Yes.
when you openly admit to breaking a Congress law, going behind the back of Congress to sell weapons to a country that was openly enemy of the United States at the time, and then use it to fund the group that Congress told you that you cannot fund. It's like,
Yes.
how is
To
that? I mean, what I'm
overthrow the
saying is,
government of a country.
yeah, what more do you need to do to make it for the treason Olympics? It's like, yeah. And instead of getting the death penalty, the guy got a job at Fox News and become president of the NRA or some shit. It's
Yes.
just like, I'm confused here.
Well, I've been saying that for a long time. Is our system is too weak to
Yeah,
protect
yeah,
itself from these people. If you ask me, there needs to be a lot of when these people are gone and the Democrats come back and they have the
yeah.
Congress and they can actually write laws. They need to write some heavy ass laws. Like,
Well, and here is the problem, though, that when the Democrats come in, I I don't know, man. I'm not exactly the most optimistic about what they will do. Like, the best, because realistically, most of what I appreciate about Democrats is that they are not Trump. Cannot say a whole lot more than that. In so
right,
many cases, what the Democratic Party does is so between ineffective and dumb that I'm just like,
I'm
as much as I'll be insanely glad to see A, no Trump in power, B, no Republican in power, it's not that I'm going to be jumping up and down when suddenly there's, the new Biden or the new Kamala Harris
yeah,
or
no,
the new
me neither.
Hillary Clinton.
That's what the other part of it that's funny is when you
Yeah.
talk to these people, they just go, "Oh well, you're people this and you're people that,
Yeah,
you're a
yeah,
Democrat, and you're like, dude, I'm not really down that hard with them either. Like
yeah, totally.
this girl asked me the other day if I was a Trump fan. I said no, not really. And then she was like, "Oh, were you a Biden fan?" And I was like, no,
No,
not really." You know what I mean? It's like I was like, I don't
I know.
really. I'm pretty disappointed in all of our leaders
Yeah,
for a
yeah. Some
while.
more than others. Yeah, but of
But I'm
course,
saying for a while now.
totally. No, it's
That's
how it
why
is.
Barack Obama was such a like a generational
Yeah, yeah.
figure. Guys like that don't come along all the time.
Yeah, and
That have
even
all those
then,
things, and even he did some shitty things.
oh yeah. The
But he
promise
also,
was a lot better than the reality. Like the promise looked, candidate Obama was fantastic.
yes,
President Obama was, I mean, when you look at US president, sure, better than average for sure, but not exactly like, yay, I love this guy,
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like he was
Yeah.
perfect. He did a lot of
No,
shit
no,
that I
of
didn't agree
course.
with either. And even
Yeah.
though I like Barack Obama, that's the thing about this Trumpism and the Trump is like
Yeah.
I've never felt ever
Yeah.
like oh, undying loyalty to this fucking person. It's
No,
like
exactly.
I don't get that whole mentality. The
Me neither.
hero worship cult of personality, thing. It's like
Yep.
it's like, is he gonna do something to help me? Like, yes, okay, then I'll support him.
Yeah,
But it's like
sure,
I don't go,
exactly.
oh my god, he's the greatest thing.
No,
I
of
saw
course
him
not.
speak at UC. I didn't stand there and cry. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. Of course.
I did wait in line.
Yeah.
To go in, and and I went in and saw him speak, but I said I wasn't like, oh my god,
Yeah, no, I know.
this guy.
So
I
here is
love him.
I know, man. So here is your homework for next week. Like, if you can come up in the next week for how the hell we get back from here, how the hell we can even start having a rational discussions in a country in which 30 or whatever percentage of the population is looking at Trump thinking that's damn good, because I don't know the answer to that. I would be
tried to think about it.
So far no luck, huh?
Well, no, I'm kind of with you. Like, between the internet and the Fox News and especially now with Trump, did you see they were trying to replace the Voice of America with that One American News, which is like below Newsmax even. As far as ridiculous bullshit propaganda for right wingers.
Yeah. No, I mean it's
So these people are fully brainwashed. They're gone,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
There's a whole
100%.
sphere of psychological influence or whatever, that's these people are gone. I don't think they're coming back. And then that's the real discussion is, what do you do when there's 30% of your country are fucking brainwashed fascists and they're not going to change, and they're going to spend every waking moment trying to gain power and keep it and fucking put and fascists on you, control you.
Man, I was talking with this guy for a business thing, and perfectly nice, pleasant guy, regular conversation. And then we meet, and I don't know where he thought this was a good idea, but the entire discussion, he started going how evil the gays are and how immigrants all need to go back to their own country. And he went through every talking point possible. And I was like, wow, you really are a master at reading the room here.
Right.
You really... what universe did you think this was a good idea?
As a matter of fact, you should probably go back to Italy, you fuck.
I was just like, oh god.
Well, you are white, so I guess we can tolerate your presence.
That's another cool thing about being from Italy, that white people will give you a pass, or at least now they will. Maybe not at the beginning of the 1900s, but now they give you a pass. but non-white people also will, on a regular basis, tell these things about, you know how white people are, kind of like, I'm glad you're making the non-honorary white. That's sweet of you. But you know, it's like it's funny, so I can get the best of both worlds. But yeah, so inspire, like, let's find a solution for next week. Let's find something that make us feel less like, holy shit,
Yes.
let's run
I still want
away.
to have
And
that discussion that you had brought up a few weeks ago too about what happens to us when AI or whatever takes over,
oh yeah, yeah, of
and
course. Yeah.
we still never really had that discussion. I would like to have that too.
Yeah, totally. Let's make a note, maybe. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's jump on it on next week. I'll go take care of some business now, but let's thank you again for having me on,
No, thank you for making the
and
time
let's
for me.
update. Of course, always fun. So let's update next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my friend.
Cool, man. Have a
Yep.
good one.
Yep.
Bye.
Daniele Bolelli, everybody. He's right. Like, what are we gonna do? And believe me, I've thought about it. Like, I haven't really, and like I said before, I mean, while you watch the show, I'm always thinking. I'm a big picture thinker, or I try to be, and I try to absorb all the information and then extrapolate it out. And most of what I thought would happen is exactly what's happening. Now, I'm not saying that I'm Nostradamus here or anything, but it wasn't hard to see what was going to happen. But they're going even farther than I thought. Like the habeas corpus thing. I mean, come on. Here's the deal. And if you don't know this, then I don't know what to fucking tell you. If habeas corpus is the only thing that makes America different than every other country on the fucking planet. And if you let them throw that in the garbage can, you're fucked. Period. You're fucked. Because you know what that means? That means that the police or anybody can stop you at any time. They can detain you. They can arrest you. They can take you off to wherever. And there's no trial. No recourse. No means for you to defend yourself in any way. Now, if you love Donald Trump so much that you're willing to let him do that to you, then you can fuck yourself. That is not going to happen, okay? Like, now you're really, like, you're like, oh, they've been towing the line. Like, that is way across the line. There is no war. There is no invasion. I don't give a fuck what Steve Miller says. He says all kinds of ridiculous bullshit. And he fucking lies all the time. And he twists the law. Like, he doesn't know anything about the fucking law. He reads something and he turns it into... He's the one that was like, his 9-0 decision against us was really for us. We won. The 9-0 decision that we lost. No, we really won. Like, and that's what we were just talking about, is that's how far away from real life these fucking people have become. And that shit today, I said, he comes, oh, I've negotiated a peace deal between India and Pakistan. It lasted about 4 hours. And like I said, people living over there, they see that. They go, oh, well, it's safe to go outside again. No, it's not. It's not safe to go outside again. What he's doing now is killing people. It's like, he ain't killing them, like walk outside and stab them or shoot them. But, I mean, these lies will cause people to die. And the cuts that they've made all through the government have already caused people to die. It's just like the fucking plane thing. All this shit going off the planes. And you think that Doge going in there and says cutting an FAA and cutting technicians and cutting mechanics and cutting fucking air traffic controllers, and that has nothing to do with the fact that all of a sudden everything is flying off the rails in the air safety system. No. It's a result of their fucking dumbass decisions they made. It's like going outside and opening up the hood, just taking a bunch of parts out of your car, going, well, I'm trying to make this car lighter so it'll go faster. So we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. And you start driving down the road and your car just starts falling apart. And you go, I wonder why this is happening. Why is it happening? Because you took the car apart, you fucking dumbass. You don't know how to fix it, obviously. Elon Musk just tore it all apart and then walked away. This is the part of the whole Elon Musk story that I think is the most funniest part. That he actually believes that after he's done all this stuff, that he can just walk back to Tesla and that he's going to make it all better. Those people that own Tesla stock or whatever, that's the same thing. They should have kicked him out already a long time ago. They ain't coming back as long as Elon Musk is the face of Tesla. His reputation is trash now. He's a Nazi fuck, and ain't nobody gonna buy these cars from him. And what's hilarious is Trump is helping to put the nail in the coffin because with these tariffs and shit he's doing, it'll be harder for Musk to get Teslas out there. And the Chinese, they have a car that's already beaten Tesla in sales around the world because it's a better fucking car. And they're just going to sell more of them. Tesla ain't coming back either. Tesla's in the tank, bro. It's gone. Now, it might hold on for a while, but it's done. Now, he still has SpaceX and Starlink and all that shit. So, like, he's not going to be broke tomorrow, but Tesla, his flagship, sank. Like, we sank your battleship, bro. We didn't realize it was a Nazi ship. Nazi ship. Here's the other thing. You know this? This is absolutely true. This is about to happen. A bunch of white South Africans are being flown over here at our expense. We're paying for it. Most immigrants that come here, right? They have to take out some kind of a loan. They have to pay for their own fucking flight and all this other shit. No, these guys, white dudes from South Africa, they're getting full service flight over here. And full-on refugee status and pathway to citizenship, I'm sure, that will be expedited because, you know, they're good and white. And meanwhile, they're going, we need to fucking ship 10 million people out of here, 10 million. Or whatever. I don't know how many they want. If they wanted to get 1 million this year, their goal is to remove 10 million people from the country. But yet, you're bringing these white dudes from South Africa. Fully paid for. And you're going to sit here and tell me that this isn't about racism. It's like, dude, turn the gas light off, bro. This shit is not working. It's like, you're fucking racist, bro. The whole fucking system, the whole thing. There's no other way to look at it. And again, I'm a white dude. I'm not a self-hating, like they say, it's like, why you hate self-hating white dude? It's like, no, I don't hate myself. I do hate, what these people are doing and what it makes me look like because I'm one of them. It's like, I am not like that, bro. I am not them. And again, I said, when somebody says to you, this is why the two-party system sucks. Because they're going to put you in the box. There's only two boxes. They go, are you a Trump fan? No. Oh, you just must have been a Biden fan. Like, well, I didn't hate Biden, but I wasn't a fan, you know. I'll tell you this much. Plane didn't slam into a helicopter over the river when Biden was president. The radars weren't ending. Going blank where they can't see. And every day is a fucking, you get on a plane now, it's you roll the dice. I don't even think I can't imagine flying. My friend went to Prague. Well, she works for Delta too, so but she got on a plane and went to Prague, and I was like, man, you're fucking brave. Like, I'm a pretty brave person, but I'm brave when I'm in charge of my own decisions and I know what's going on. Like, I've done lots of dumb things that people would call brave, like stand in front of a guy with a gun or walk in a bad neighborhood in the middle of the fucking night, where people go, don't go down there, you get killed. I've done lots of drive drunk, I've done all kinds of dumb shit. But I don't like doing dumb shit when you hand your life to someone else. You're like, I'm not in charge anymore. It's like the guy flying the plane, the radar in the fucking tower, the air traffic controller. Like, there's all kinds of people who are controlling your life when you're on a plane. And you're not safe until that plane touches the ground. It's like, I know I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. If you haven't had a Peroni, you should have one. And they don't pay me. No one fucking pays me. I wish they did. Maybe they will if I keep saying it, but it's a good ass beer. It's way better than Budweiser, which I drank most of my life because I'm American. Hey, it's American beer. Really, it's because I started drinking when I was in high school or whatever, and that's what we drank was Budweiser in a can, and you just get used to it. I definitely don't like IPA shit. There's a lot of local breweries around here, and all they brew is fucking IPA. And even their stuff that's not IPA is like hoppy as fuck. And I'm like, dude, what is up with all the hop? Like, I don't like beer that's that bitter. It's like, I guess because, like I said, I grew up on Budweiser. It was pretty bland. This Peroni is like, it has, it's crisp flavor. It's more of a beery flavor than like Budweiser, but it's not hoppy. It's a little bit of a stronger tasting, like Daniele compared it to Stella. Stella and Peroni are close, but Stella's more regular beer. Peroni has, like I said, a little bit of a stronger hoppiness, kind of, but it's not. So look at me talking like I'm some kind of beer expert. I'm definitely not. That would be a fallacy. I am not a beer expert by any means, but I have drank like food. Like, as I've gotten older, I've tried more and more and more shit, and the Peroni is good. I don't know how I got off on this tangent about the beer. I guess because it's just depressing to keep talking about this shit over and over all the time. And actually, I said, my actual life is actually going all right. It's pretty good. Like, I don't got nothing to complain about too much. I finally adjusted from like having to trash my whole life that I had going for myself and come back home. That was a harsh moment of like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, oh, now I'm back working at the store. I never wanted to go back working at the fucking store. I built my life to be what I wanted it to be, and I had it all going. Finally, I was self-sufficient artist who lived off art. And I had a job, but it was a job I wanted. I mean, I'd go on the road and do comedy. I'd go back to Vegas. I'm working at the concerts and the football games and the hockey games. And like, my whole life was show business. It was wonderful. All of a sudden, I'm back home, you live with your mom, you're working at the store you used to work at, that you quit working at because you was pursuing this life that I've actually achieved, and then I had to give it up. And I'm not bitching about it, but I'm saying, psychologically, it was a blow. Like, oh, and I said, I think I got in a rut. Got depressed for a little bit. And, somebody said, I told him that story, and she says, no, you can't do that. You gotta move on. And I was like, well, I am now. And it's not like I don't know that. I knew that, but it's like, but when you get punched in the gut, it takes a minute to like catch your breath. You're like, you're like, oh man. And then you get up. You go, all right, then. I guess we'll fight some more. Especially now. It's just sitting around is not an option. They're trying to take away your freedom, bro. I mean, and I'm not kidding. Like before it was like mythical. Like, oh, is it a constitutional crisis? Are they trying to take away your freedom? And then this guy's on the White House lawn talking about thinking about suspending habeas corpus, and you go, hey, wait a minute, this is an existential crisis right now. But the problem is, there's so many stupid people in this country that they don't fucking realize what the hell's going on. There's a lot of people who do that. I mean, like I said, but if they tried to suspend habeas corpus, it's time for general strike. It's time to shut the country down. It's time to go, hey, we ain't doing a goddamn thing until you fucking restore habeas corpus. Plus, I don't think that he can unilaterally do that, but these guys, all these nutlickers in the Congress, dude, they'll fucking do it. I haven't seen the line yet where these Republicans will say, hey, wait a minute, man, you're going too far. Like, that's the problem with this hero worship shit. Well, I guess he's our leader. We got to follow him. No, you don't have to follow him. If your leader is walking into a fucking quicksand pit and he's sinking, you don't go, well, I guess we got to go in there with him. It's like, no, you stand there and go, man, I can't believe I almost let him talk me into walking into the fucking quicksand like a dumbass. Like, and that's what you're doing right now. And it's a whole country. The other problem is this. If you go on social media and you look around, like I said, you don't know who's real and who isn't anymore. There's so many bots and trolls and paid, like, Russia. If you just look around, you'll find it. Like, just look around. You'll find the broken English comments, and you go, this is a troll farm in Russia that's trying to psychologically manipulate you, and make you fucking argue with some theoretical Trump supporter. He's not even a real person. And I fall for it. I mean, I don't much anymore, but I have fell for it in the past. It's easy. You don't know who's who. And these Trump supporters are so fucking stupid. Most of them are semi-illiterate. They can't spell or, so some bad English here and there is like, it fits right in, And you don't know who's who. You don't know what's what. I really need to get off of it, to tell you the truth. I'm going to start just reading the news, watching the news, and because, like, what I used to do is what I do now, which is post a bunch of news and memes, and I would write things. But now I write things on my Substack. Because I don't want them to fucking erase all my thoughts. So they erased years and years of thoughts and writings that I had done. I predicted all this stuff. I wanted there to be a record of it. And I was going to do something with it. Like, use it to write a book or something. And then Facebook took it all away. And there's no way to get it back either. There's no way to retrieve it. It's years and years. And the thing that's fucked up is it's the internet. So all that stuff is somewhere. It's not completely gone. It could be returned to me or revived somehow. But it never will be. It's in a black hole. But they took years of work from me. Years of work. And like I said, and lots of people, lots of fans and engagement. I'm not kidding. I said my page before was reaching millions of people, like all over the world too. People knew who I was, and if I would have had all that when I went out on the road, it would have been way different. Like I would have advanced in comedy way faster because I had. Literally, like I said, millions of people looking at my stuff. So they would have came to see these shows. I would have just, I would have sold out every night. I wouldn't have done, sold out show, 10 people, I would have been selling out everywhere. But they took it away. And I'm not crying about it, but I'm saying. This is why I'm writing on Substack now. So that I have control of my stuff. I'll share it to Facebook and people can go read it, but I'm not going to write my thoughts on a platform where they'll just delete all your shit. Arbitrarily, too, without any fucking human being talk to a person. No. No human being. No one called and said, hey, I filed an appeal, I followed their processes, nothing happened. And I said, years of work. My page was really rolling. And I was like, oh, wow, all these years I've been toiling. And I just don't feel like doing that again. So, and Facebook isn't what it used to be. It's now your feed is like your friends post, some bullshit you didn't ask for, some right-wing fucking troll page that they just put in your feed for whatever reason that you don't follow, and it says, suggested follow. It's like, why are you suggesting I follow this bullshit? And really, Facebook was best when you turned it on and you scrolled and it was your friends' posts. It was people that you knew and, and their thoughts and their lives. That's what I cared about, not fucking Scott Jennings licks Trump's nuts.com. It's like, I don't want to fucking look at this. I already know he licks his nuts. If I want to see Scott Jennings lick Trump's nuts, I turn on CNN or I go on Twitter. Because that's all Twitter is now. It's a Nazi fucking nut fest. We were like, not only do we want Nazism here, we want it in Germany and France and all these other places. Only those countries were smart enough to fucking say no. Because they've been through this before. That's what I say all the time. This is a young country. Danielle is a history professor. He'll tell you the same thing. This country is young. It's a baby. It's a blip on the radar right now. It's a sneeze in history. We haven't even made. We're about to come up on, 250 years, I think. And Trump wants to have his fucking Kim Jong-un military parade. He's like, we didn't stop the wasted fraud and abuse and all the wasted spending in this government, but we had to spend like $100 million just having a parade. For the leader. It's unbelievable. Anyway, listen, and I'm not kidding. If you don't know what habeas corpus is, go Google, read some shit. Habeas corpus is the only thing that makes America different than any country in the world. And it's the only thing that keeps you free. Okay? No matter what anybody says. You boil it right down, it's that. And if you take that away, God help you. And I don't even believe in him. It's like, this is where we're at now. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate everybody that watches this show. And I do. I said, again, I started doing this, months ago. You can go all the way back. I got test episodes, and I haven't deleted them. They're all there. Like, and this show has grown. It's growing like a baby, but very slowly. But it is growing, and I appreciate you that watch the show. And I said, I'm writing on Substack again, and I am doing it. Although I made a mistake last night, I must correct myself. I said that habeas corpus only been suspended once by Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War. That's not true. It's been used 4 times. During World War II, and in the Philippines during World War II. So twice during World War II. During the Civil War. And, I can't remember the 4th one. There's one more time that they did it, but every time we were at war, like I said, or there was an invasion or something, they keep saying that this is an invasion, all these immigrants. It's an invasion. An invasion is an army with guns, okay? Period. See, on the other hand, they say, look at the border. They militarize the border, right? So, the border's all, it's at the lowest it's been in decades, people crossing the border, and crime is down, and everything is good, but yet there's an invasion, and we got to suspend habeas corpus. It doesn't make any sense, because it's fucking insane, okay? Stephen Miller is a fucking nutcase. And Stephen Miller should be in prison or hung or shot for treason. Period. I'll say it. Right out loud. I don't give 2 fucks. And I said, the guy is out of control. I don't really think, Oh, my speaker finally died. I wonder how long it would last before the battery died, because I've been using it for a while now, and I've been using it to write things. Watch, it won't come on. Oh wait, it did come back on. Watch, it'll die again. It's back. This is the big finish where the speaker dies and the battery. It's like, this is an important show about politics and your life and freedom. It's like, you gotta remember at all times, I'm a comedian, so even when I'm trying to be serious, I can't be that serious. That's why I'm laughing all the time. It's like, it's a fucking joke. There's nothing you can do but laugh. Like Daniele said, it's so off the chart that it's like such a bad comedy that if you if it was a movie, you'd be laughing. You'd be like, this is fucking hilarious. But this isn't a movie, it's our lives. We have to deal with all the real world consequences of this dumb shit. So, until, what is it, Saturday? Until Tuesday, 6 o'clock. I will be back. I am Bruce Leonard, and this is Bruce Leonard Leans Left. And like I said, again, I love every single person that watches this show. Thank you so much for being here. There it is. Yeah. Seriously, I love you. And like I said, be safe out there. It's Saturday night. Go out and have some fun. Meet somebody. Do something. Don't drive drunk. Get an Uber. Be cool. And until then, Tuesday, 6 o'clock, I'll be back. Thank you. I'm Bruce Leonard. Good night.